Okay, so chapter 2.5 worksheet 2, number 3. Okay, first thing we're going to do is P over Q. So P is going to be 150, Q is going to be 1. So plus or minus. And then I'm literally going to write these over top of each other because that way they're partners. It's just easier for you to see them like that. So I'm going to have 1 and 150. Then 2, what's 150 divided by 2? 75. What's 150 divided by 3? 50. And is it divisible by 4? No. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, that's 30. How about by 6? 6 and 25. 7? No. 8? What about 8? Nope. 9? Nope. 10? Yes. 11? No. 12? No. 13? No. 14? No. So then I'm back at the 15. Do you all understand how that's basically your list then? So my total P over Q list is going to be plus or minus 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 25, 30, 50, 75, and 150. Yes or no? Do we understand that? And wasn't I really nice that I gave you a Q value of 1? I feel like that was nice of me. What does that make your window? Negative 151 to positive 151. By putting it clear out that far, whenever I do my Descartes, I can clearly see that I'm not missing any lovely roots. Do you all understand that? So now what do I do? I'm going to do Descartes, so I need to do my positive roots. Positive roots are going to be, this right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that was super fun. That was phenomenal. Maria's even smiling on that one. So what do we have? 5, 5, 3, and 1. Does that make sense? I should put an or there. That's not the end. I have 5 positive roots, or 3 positive roots, or 1 positive root. I can't subtract 2 again, right? So n is equal to 5, and I need to keep doing that n minus 2 concept until I get down to 1 or 0. Do we all understand that? So now I need to go ahead and I need to do my negative roots. My negative roots are going to be done by finding as that negative x. So I'm going to change the x to the 5th coefficient, keep x to the 4th coefficient, change x cubed coefficient, keep x squared's coefficient, change x's coefficient, and keep the constant term. So how many sign changes do I have there?
0.
0. Well, that makes for an interesting chart, doesn't it? So I have positive, negative, imaginary, and total. How many total roots do I have? 5. So I have to have 5, 3, or 1 positive roots. Yes? 5, 3, or 1 positive roots. And all of them are going to be paired with 0. So I have to have a grand total of 5 positive roots, or 5 total roots every time. So how many are left to be imaginary? On the first row, 0. How many are left to be imaginary in the second? 2. And how many are left in the bottom? 4. Now, what do you think? Or you think you're probably going to have the last row? Probably not. So you're either going to have the first row or the middle row. Which one do you think you're going to have? I think we're probably going to have the middle row. You know why? Because, well, probably because you're probably going to want to have some imaginary roots in there. So what do we do next? We go ahead and graph this. So we're going to come back over to our graphing calculator. And I want a new document. And I want a graphs page. Somebody read that to me. X raised to the 5th. I'm sorry. Plus 16 minus 16 x to the 4th plus 94 x to the 3rd minus what? X to the second. Okay. Please make sure that that is correct. And I'm going to hit enter. Okay. Well, right now I see 3 positive roots over there, but I'm going to go ahead and I have to zoom out, don't I? And I'm going to make my window negative 151 to 151. I don't care what the scale is. Okay, what can you conclude? Do I have any negative roots? I have none. We already know that, right? We knew that we weren't going to have any negative roots. So I could have left my window to be simply at 0 to positive 151, right? And so if I go ahead and I come back here and I do window standard again, 1, 2, 3. So if I come over here and I keep going like this, I'm still not crossing it, and I'm already at 55. So I can keep going, and I can keep going. And I'm just checking this to make sure that I don't have 2 imaginary ones or 2 more positive ones out there. Do we see that? So that means I can zoom standard, and I see 3 positive roots, which means my other ones are going to be what? Imaginary. So this is my answer that I'm going to be having. Do we all understand that? Yes or no? We good? Okay. So now with that said, I need to find root 1, root 2, root 3, root 4, root 5. Do we see that, yes or no? Make sense? So I'm going to come over to my graphing calculator, and I'm going to do analyze graph, right? Menu, analyze graph, 0. So the first one is 1, 0. Menu, analyze graph, trace. The second one is 5, 0. Okay, do it again. Menu, analyze graph, 0. Hit enter, and that one's going to be what? 6, 0. So I know I have 1, 5, and 6. Are those all in my lovely little P over Q values? They are. They're beautiful. So I have, did I say 1? 1, 5, and 6. Do we all see that? Those are my P over Q values I'm going to do synthetic division on. So I'm going to put those in here. 1, 5, and 6. So I'm going to do synthetic division at 1. So that's going to be a 1, a negative 16, a 94, a negative 254, a 325, and a negative 150. Meow. Yes? Have that calculator ready because you're probably going to need it. 1 times 1 is 1. This gives me a negative 15. This gives me a negative 15. 94 take away 15 is going to give me 79. Negative 254 plus 79 gives you a negative 175. So 325 gives me a positive 150 to give me a 0 as my remainder. Was I good? Yes. What degree am I? I'm degree 4. So now I'm going to do it again at the value 5. Drop down the 1, that gives me a 5. This gives me a negative 10. This is going to give me a negative 50. That's going to give me a 29. 29 times 5 is going to give me 174. That doesn't seem right. I multiplied that by 6 by accident. 29 times 5 gives me a 145. I love it whenever I don't write the right number. 145. And that's going to give me a 30 to give me a negative 150 to give me 0. Do we see that? Yes? What degree is that now? Degree 3. And now I'm going to do her again. At 6. Drop this down. That gives me a 6. That gives me a negative 4. That gives me a negative 24. That gives me a 5. That gives me a 30 to give me a 0. What degree am I now? I'm degree 2. you see that? Yes or no? So if I'm degree 2, what is my polynomial I have there? X squared minus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, according to my Descartes, those two remaining roots have to be what? So what do you think we should probably do from here?
Quadratic.
You have to do the quadratic formula. So if I'm going to go and do the quadratic formula, I'm doing the quadratic formula on x squared minus 4x plus 5. That's what I'm doing the quadratic formula on. So A is going to be
1,
B is
4,
negative 4. C is 5. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to grab my formula, right? And we're going to start plugging and chugging. So this is going to be negative times a negative 4 plus or minus negative 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times 5 all over 2 times 1. Yes? Double negative creates a positive. Negative 4 squared is 16. Minus 4 times 1 is 4 times 5 is a 20. All over 2. What is 16 minus 20?
negative 4.
Yep. All over 2. And what is the square root of negative 4?
2i.
Yep. And then go ahead and reduce that. That gives you a 2 plus or minus an I there. So that's what I know my roots to be. And what did I say that was just a second ago? 2 plus I and 2 minus I. So my complete factorization is going to be x minus 1, x minus 5, x minus 6, x minus 2 plus I, and x minus 2 minus I. That is now done. Finish your homework for tonight. Tomorrow we will keep going. Great job again as always, guys. Super proud of you. You guys never leave until you know you get the rest of it. See you guys.